Hi, and welcome to Let's Chat. I'm Janice VanDerAa from KW Boston Northwest, and today I'm chatting with April May about her local business, Smudge, Inc. Hi, April. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here with me.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm intrigued about your business, Smudge Inc. So could you share a little bit about how you get started and what the business is?
Sure. Smudge Inc. is a letterpress greeting card company, essentially. We also do some custom work like weddings and business cards, local businesses, things like that. Letterpress is a specific and more handmade type of printing than a lot of printing that's done now. The business was started in 2002 by two friends, and in a roundabout way, I became the owner in 2016. But basically, in 2009, I started a different greeting card company and was looking to learn more about wholesale and became the office manager at Smudge Inc. And when the former owners were ready to move to something new, they asked me if I'd like to buy the business.
Oh, interesting. And so tell me the name of the printing that it is you do again.
Letterpress printing.
Letterpress printing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so so you have what's your background? What got you into, is it art? Is it journalism or design or?
Well, I went to college and was a communications major, but my mom is an artist and I've been making cards my whole life. In 2009, I was laid off with like everybody else.
Yeah.
And in the middle of applying for like hundreds of jobs a week, I just started making cards to send to my family and friends. And at the time, my mom had a little store and she offered to sell the cards if I could figure out how to make more of them. And it just so happens that my then boyfriend, now husband, his dad is in the printing business, and he helped me figure out how to produce the cards for sale.
That's really interesting. So you really have taken not just you've taken more than one love that you have from something small to really growing it to your own personal business. So that's really exciting. Really exciting.
Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit about, do you have any designs there that you could hold up or show us? Or are you not
not any that are within reach with my headphones on.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. I know that came out of the blue, so you weren't ready for that. So tell me where you get the ideas for your designs.
So I actually work with a designer. We have a full-time designer named Allie, and she does the majority of our line right now. There have been several designers at Smudge Inc. over the year, but Allie's been here for, I think she started in 2018. And so she is fantastic, and we brainstorm a lot together. I email her little ideas that I have. She emails me, and we build on each other. And we have, one of my very favorite things to do is have our design meetings weekly. And we just sort of go over ideas that we have and stuff that she's been working on, and we make little tweaks here and there. But at this point, I'm more of a creative director, although I do have a segment of our cards that I design myself, and those are our city and state maps.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So, and you're in one of my favorite locations here, right? Located in West Acton, right? So I love the idea that you're using that newly developed space, or not, recently developed space.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your location and where you do the production.
Sure. So since its beginning, Smudge Inc. had been basically located, it moved from one of the founders' parents' garages to a warehouse in Charlestown. And so when I bought the business in 2016, I was living here in West Acton and commuting for hours and hours and hours a day. And it was one of the things we always wanted to change. And just this past fall, we moved to West Acton Village Works, and it's like night and day. my life is so much better, and this
Oh, that's
place
great.
is beautiful. Our old space was really dirty and was next to like actually a giant pile of sand that they used to like sand the streets. So like we
Yeah.
couldn't even open the windows because the dirt would blow in. Um, but I just love being here. And even my employees who come in from the city, like it's the reverse commute. It
Yeah.
doesn't take them any longer to get here than it was taking them to get to Charlestown. And we're just really happy. We like, to go down and get coffee. And there's so
Yeah.
many like lovely things. We can eat outside.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm thrilled that you're in that space, and I'm thrilled that all of that gentrification is working out and bringing in businesses just like yours. So that's just wonderful. And so tell me a little bit, what's your favorite thing about your job, about the work that
Um,
you do?
I think the best thing is that everybody that I work with is really creative. The people that we hire and the people who are interested in working here tend to be creative people, even if they're not doing the design work.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's fun to work with people who have lots of ideas and be able to bounce things off of each other. Like at staff meetings, we'll show work in progress and get feedback. And it's not like irrelevant feedback. It's always like very helpful and insightful. I just really love the people.
Yeah.
hmm
And what's your biggest challenge as a small business owner?
I mean, right now I would say it's COVID-19,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
normally it's just like trying to figure out how to get new sales and new customers, and social media is always changing, and there are stores closing and opening, and how to capture like the right people and how to reach them. What's the best way? That's usually the biggest challenge. But right now it's this
It's
virus.
the obvious thing, right?
Yeah.
Are you
hmm
all, are you able to find a way to work together in your environment, or you're needing to keep everyone separated?
Um, so I'm here alone
Yeah.
every day, and I think that's the safest thing for me and for my employees right now. It's a real bummer because, like I said, my favorite part about owning this business is working with everybody, and they're just not here. But we text and get in touch occasionally, but it's not the same. Like the design meetings with Allie were like on the phone and looking at a computer screen, and it's not the same as when I can just like make a little mark on a piece of paper in front of us, which is how
Yeah.
we usually work.
And be in the same space, right? I think we're all having
hmm
that feeling. And then there's a little bit of a fear of, when putting ourselves in the same space as some of the people that we're working with, and what are we doing and how are we keeping everybody safe? It's like a constant additional drain on everything we
Yeah,
do. But this too shall pass. I don't know
right.
how or when, but it will. And so tell me, for people that want to find your designs, where are you distributing? So, because you talked about your wholesaler, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So where would they?
we sell to little mom and pop shops all over the country.
Oh, okay.
Like there's hundreds of them, but we can also be found at smudgeinc.com, and we have pickup available for local people. So we've been leaving little packages out for people for contact-free pickup.
Oh, cool.
So we've been doing things like that. I've been
Very
shipping
cool.
lots and lots of orders. People have really rediscovered snail mail, it seems.
Yeah, I know. I'm having fun writing my own notes and reaching out to people. It just feels in the beginning, and I was listening to something else earlier too. I was afraid maybe people didn't want to get something in the mail that had, that I had touched, or that had, the mail person deliver his hands on it or whatever. But somehow I think I got over that concern. And so now the letter writing piece is, I have two that I just sent out yesterday, actually. So I'm reinventing that wheel, right? And trying to make that connection. I think it's another great thing. Well, that's
Yeah,
great.
I'm actually participating in a campaign right now called 18 Million Thanks. You can look it up at 18millionthanks.com, and we are trying to generate 18 million thank you cards to be sent in the mail to healthcare workers around the country.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So they would find, anyone that was interested in that would find that at 18millionthanks.com.
.com. Mm-hmm.
All
And
right.
there's also a link to it from our website.
Okay, great. So they could go to smudgeinc.com and find just about everything they needed, right?
They can, yep.
All right, awesome. Anything else that you wanted to share that I haven't touched on?
I just keep sending the snail mail. You never, like, it just brings such a joy to people's face to get something in the mail that is not a bill or is not junk mail. It's just such a nice little simple pleasure. And that's why we do this. We do it because we know it brings happiness and helps people stay connected.
That's really nice. So it's a quality of life contribution, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Well, I appreciate what you do, and I appreciate you staying local and keeping your business here and keeping things going. And I'm thrilled to know that you have support from around the country for orders, and hopefully that will carry you through until we move on to the next iteration of our business world. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. And you have a good afternoon or a good day today as the sun starts to shine.
You too.
And I look forward to seeing you soon.